What's going on, guys? Chip here. Welcome back to another Pokemon TCG online video, where today we're going to be looking at Rukan Xiao's runner-up Gas Can Malamar Necrozma Turbo deck. I called it Gas Can because that's just the idea of the deck. You just fuel up and punch your opponent in the face, go fast, super consistent list here, and Rukan obviously made it to a second place finish in Philadelphia Regionals this past weekend. So congratulations first off to Rukan, and second off, congratulations as well for making such a cool and consistent deck. I think Malamar's in an interesting spot in the format. You know, it's got decent attackers against the Buzzwole Shrine decks, which are so popular. So we're going to go ahead and hop in and talk about this list and get a couple of games in today's video. Let's go ahead and kick it off. Starting with Malamar, I think the real reason this deck and this archetype can function, of course, is because this card exists. Psychic Recharge. Once during your turn, before you attack, you may attach a Psychic Energy card from your discard pile to one of your benched Pokemon. And we have so many different options as far as our attackers go. I think one of the main ones here is going to be Deoxys from Celestial Storm with Power Blast, 120 damage, discard an energy from this Pokemon. So just a good, solid, hard-hitting Pokemon that only gives up one prize. When our opponent takes a knockout on it, they're only getting one prize. We're swinging with a one prize attacker, so we can definitely trade favorably. Also, Psychic, definitely a relevant attack for just 2 energy. This attack does 20 more damage times the amount of energy attached to your opponent's active. And finishing off with like one prize attackers, I guess we also have Mimikyu here, which is used for its Copycat attack. If your opponent's Pokemon used an attack that isn't a GX attack during their last turn, use it as this attack. So we can use Copycat and just copy whatever our opponent did, basically, as I just said. So we can... There's just so many niche uses for this. We can copy Sledgehammer if our opponents have 4 prizes. We can copy Trashalanche. You know, we can copy things like Dangerous Road. Oh, actually, we can't copy Dangerous Road because you can't copy GX attacks, but there are lots of different things that could come up here with Mimikyu. Just a solid one prizer. And then also Marshadow. Not really going to be attacking with this guy, but Let Loose gives a solid disruption option to the deck in a format that doesn't have any solid disruption supporters besides Judge. We've also got 2 copies of Necrozma-GX, kind of the main attacker as far as one-shotting things goes. Prismatic Burst, 10, plus discard all energy attached to this Pokemon. It does 60 more for each Psychic you discarded in this way. So easily hitting 190 with a 3 Psychic Energy discard. And of course, Black Ray GX, very, very powerful option there. And we've also got Marshadow-GX as a fighting type attacker, good against those Zoroark GX decks. Can copy the attacks of basic Pokemon in our discard pile. Dawnwing's Necrozma-GX, good for that invasion ability, as well as Dark Flash and Moon's Eclipse being solid attacks. And then, of course, 1 copy of Tapu Lele-GX just for that consistency of having access to Wonder Tag. We'll go ahead and expand it here. And we'll finish off the rest of the deck list. And one of the things I do like about the way Rukan builds decks is that they're just all about consistency. We just see 4s across the board of all the supporters, basically all the items, and a lot of energy. Just a consistent, well-built list, if you ask me. 4 copies of Acro Bike gives us a little extra dig in a format with not as many good draw supporters. We've also got 2 copies of Friend Ball, which can search basically anything in our deck, provided our opponent has to put down Tapu Lele or is playing a Trashalanche deck, right? We can use that to copy. We can search for a Psychic Pokemon if they're playing that card. We also got 4 Mysterious Treasure, which will search out all the Psychic Pokemon. 2 Rescue Stretchers to get Pokemon back, can get back our attackers, as well as our Malamars to keep our Psychic Recharges up and running. 4 Ultra Ball, pretty self-explanatory. These cards are also great for discarding Psychic Energies, which we play 10 of, so that we can utilize Psychic Recharge to its fullest effect. 4 copies of Cynthia, 4 Guzma, and 4 Lillie. Just 4 of all the good supporters, basically, in the format. Makes the most sense to me. And then also kind of one of the more interesting inclusions, I would say, is the 4 copies of Escape Board. Using this to have a good retreat option every single turn is really smart on Rukan's part, if you ask me. So, you know, nice innovation there. And obviously worked out well for him. So we're going to hop over to the Versus ladder and see if we can't grab a couple of wins with Gas Can, as it is called. So Guys, if you enjoy these videos, please be sure to leave a like down below. Helps me out a ton. Lets me know that you are enjoying the content over here, and I'm enjoying making it. Had a good time streaming last night. Thanks to everyone who came out to that stream. You can also follow me on Twitch if you guys don't. It's linked in the description of all my videos, and I do live stream on a pretty regular basis, so definitely come check those out. Mihawk Ben here with that pretty cool Palkia coin. I'm not sure where that coin's from. I don't think I've seen that one before. They're going to get to go first, though. We start an Inkay, which is totally fine. Yeah, I think we're going to have to start the Inkay. Don't want to start Lele if we don't have to. And we're going to see if we can get an idea of what my opponent is playing here. Alright, looks like it's going to be Buzz Garb Shrine, most likely. Starting that Slugma. Something that is interesting, of course, Slugma could actually lock us up here with Magma Ring. Escape Board would not let us get out of that. They're just going to go right away with a Buzzwole. Get rid of a Cynthia and an Acerola. So they're playing Acerola. That's interesting. In my stream last night, we ran into a guy that was playing Acerola. Or no, I was actually in my video yesterday on Caleb's winning deck. We played against a guy who had an Acerola in his Buzz Garb Shrine deck. So maybe these decks are adapting a little bit to the heavy mirror match format and utilizing those Acerolas. Over to our turn, we get a Friend Ball. We can use this to find Marshadow. Which I guess we could do. And then Mysterious Treasure it away, because we don't really want to use Marshadow in this matchup. I don't hate that. Treasure away Marshadow. We'll just get another Inkay for now. We could Ultra Ball away Lele Malamar. Stretcher put the Malamar back in our hand, and then Cynthia. Kind of uses a Stretcher pretty early. We could also just inversely Ultra Ball away Lele Stretcher, which does literally the same thing as I was just saying. So I guess we'll just do that and get another Inkay, because I don't want to just lose all my Inkay. We could Marshadow here, but I don't think that does much. We did prize an Inkay, but that should be fine as long as we can draw some prizes early-ish here. Get a Necrozma, we can also attach to it. We didn't get any Psychics in the discard, though. I don't really want to put this down because I don't want to give him the Shrine. Oh, I didn't mean to click it. No. I think it actually was better to go with Dawn Wings, honestly. I did not want to put this down. That's definitely a mistake. Just going to give him some Shrine damage for no reason, basically. I do want to put this down and attach to it. I shouldn't have put this in play. I like literally like clicked it and dragged it on accident. So that's a mistake on my part. And we'll put the Escape Board in play down here. I guess we can put it on the active. Sure, we'll just put it on the active, because if it doesn't get knocked out, we can move it next turn. Oh, I can't believe I put that Necrozma, sorry, in play. That's so bad. He's going to get Magcargo, though, so he can get that Smooth Over chain going. We, of course, can't bench any more Pokemon because of Roadblock on his side. Sudowoodo's ability. We'll see Mysterious Treasure does get rid of Field Blower, so he's playing Field Blower as well. Here comes a Trubbish. And if he doesn't get much going here, let's see what his last card in hand is. Smooth Over will put a card on top. This could be like a Lillie to draw cards off the top, or even like an Oranguru to just draw 3. We'll see. Here comes the Smooth Over, puts a card on top, maybe looking for like a switch. No, just a pass, so he's got to put a supporter on top for the next turn. Treasure, not going to do anything for us right now. We're just going to have to Cynthia. Put it back in the deck so that way we can draw energy, and there we go. We draw a couple energy, so that's pretty good. So we'll go like this. Get a Malamar, and we can just knock out his Magcargo, which I definitely like being able to do that. Man, and this Necrozma in play. I can't believe I misclicked that. Hopefully it doesn't matter too much, but it definitely could matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items as well. Could have just retreated, but we'll use the invasion. And Dark Flash will knock out the Magcargo, which this deck struggles so much without access to Smooth Over. So getting rid of that is really, really good. Damage is just going to keep ticking up here. Did put a Cynthia on top, it looks like. We can Guzma this Trubbish next turn, which is the thing I'm like probably most scared of. We could also knock out this Buzzwole so that he doesn't get to use Sledgehammer. We're at 5, so he's hitting for 100 with Trashalanche. With a Choice Band after the Shrines, it won't matter. He can knock us out with this anyway. But I guess we can force him to like try to hit it. This in play, man, is just real bad. We don't want this. We want to use our 1 prize attackers in this matchup. I think Necrozma, I think putting 1 in play is fine, especially when it's like Dawn Wings, which can knock out his whole deck. And take 2 prizes. Like, that's a fine trade for us, I think. As he gets down the Slugma. There's the Instruct for 3. So we have free reign to Guzma whatever we want next turn. Yeah, so this will die to Trashalanche for sure. We can just Guzma. I guess we just need to take out the attacker here. We can't really afford to take out Slugma. So we'll just Lillie. Don't want to play another item yet if we don't have to. Jeez. We can set up to attack with Malamar even. If we had a bench spot, we could get down Deoxys and get that ready to go. We can actually attack with Deoxys next turn, though. Because we can treasure for a Malamar, put down Deoxys, attach, double recharge to it, plus retreat with this boy, so we'll just hold the energy for now. So, we do lose the Dawn Wings. I can't believe I put down the Necrozma. I'm going to keep saying it because it's like, it's literally going to lose us the game, I think. There's the Buzzwole. Yeah, and if he can get a Guzma knockout on Necrozma, I think that's like pretty good from him. Let's see it. Nope, just a Trashalanche. Yeah, Sledgehammer knockout that turn would have been ideal on my opponent's side. They didn't quite get it. Okay, so there's another Escape Board. We can just put these in play. Actually, we need to just discard this one, I think. We can knock out anything on his bench, but I think it's better to just knock out the only Garbodor in play. Since he hasn't gotten a second Trubbish down, there's nothing really on his side I'm too scared of. And Power Blast. Hitting for enough to take the KO. Get a Friend Ball. That can, well, he has to mention another Trubbish and we can utilize that. We also have Guzma, and then we can go Guzma plus Psychic Recharge, which would be good. There's his Magcargo. So let's see what he wants to smooth over on top, and also if he can thin 2 cards out of his hand in order to draw that card with Instruct. We don't know yet. Oh, Kukui will get him there. So how much is he doing? Oh, if he gets the Beast Energy, can he knock us out? Oh, he plays Beast Ring. Okay. Interesting. Beast Ring. I was not expecting a Beast Ring, that is for sure. So he just needs to... no, he doesn't even need to flip aheads because of Kukui plus DNC. And he gets the Trubbish down. So we got 2 threats we have to try to deal with. Man, that Beast Ring is huge. I don't hate that card. I think just a counter energy might be better. We just got to keep this trade going and hope he doesn't get the Guzma knockout. We can attack with Mimikyu. Because he used Swing Around last turn, right? We hit for weakness, so we'll do that. We can even set up a Malamar to be able to attack potentially. I kind of want to save this energy, though, for a Deoxys with the Stretcher, though. This is a good time to use Mimikyu, because Mimikyu easily dies to Buzzwole, but if we're knocking out a Buzzwole, it's pretty good. Guzma, I mean, I wouldn't hate knocking out Magcargo or something, but we'll just copycat. Heads, tails doesn't matter because of weakness. There's Deoxys, that's a great prize to take. He's going to send a Magcargo, so that tells me he probably has a Guzma. Or is planning to find one. I think if we literally didn't bench Necrozma, we would win this game. So that's a misplay. We're getting punished. But I mean, this deck still functioned very well. Like, we got set up, we got our recharges in play, and we were able to stream one prizers here in the middle of the game. I think using Dawn Wings early is totally fine. Oh yeah, this is probably going to grab a Guzma just so he can almost guaranteed wrap the game up. Actually, just maybe an energy? Yeah, and Guzma. Okay, he had both. Yeah, and this... Okay, so we have to here hope that he can't find Garbodor next turn, basically, and can't instruct into it. It's what we have to hope for. It's like our literal only play, I think. We can Trashalanche, but... yeah, copycat Trashalanche. I guess that's probably fine to do. We have both set up. So, like, oh man, if we just hadn't done it. I know I've already said that, but it's a little annoying. A little frustrating. Guzma doesn't really do much of anything for us here, so... It's just going to come down to, does he have Garbodor? There's a chance he doesn't, or a chance that he isn't able to get his hand down to instruct. So it's a close one, but then Necrozma killed us, unfortunately. Just sends up Trubbish confidently. Ultra Ball will find the Trashalanche. Would be his third one. Could be his last prize, potentially. But no, there it is. Third Trashalanche. And Trashalanche will just easily win him the game here. More than enough items. Retroactively, you could have Guzma tried to like stall for a turn, but that's not a winning play because he still has the Garbodor plus Trubbish in play. Not really anything we can do about it. But the deck setup, we did a lot of damage there, so I think that was still a good game to show how the deck can work. Just my misplay cost it. It wasn't even necessarily a misplay. I think it was a misclick more than anything, honestly. But it happens. It's part of playing a game on the computer. And we'll see if we can find another one. Hopefully this one will turn up a little better. Inexperienced Edgar. Looks like a... oh no, I saw Dark Fighting Psychic Colorless. Probably going to be something similar to Caleb's winning deck that plays Magcargo, Buzzwole, Garbodor, and Weavile, the 1/1 Weavile, so something to be mindful of. Oh no. None of these are good starters. Necrozma might be our best bet. Marshadow dies so easily. Oh, this hand is terrible. We do have a decent amount of good top decks, though. Like Ultra Ball, Treasure, even Friend Ball if he puts a Trubbish down. I would be fine with that. Energy to Buzzwole, Ultra Ball. Man, and this is the same thing where it's like, it would be great if we could get Dawn Wings set up in this game. but now that we have to start a 2-prizer, it's just going to be tough. Actually, looks like he's getting a Zorua, so this could be a Zoroark Lycanroc deck, so that actually changes things. This makes the matchup much closer. Yeah, oh, what? Savali, Buzzwole, Zoroark. Okay, I can dig it. Marshadow, of course, can hit all this stuff for weakness. He's going to get Friend Ball for Tapu Lele for the next turn, I suppose. Going to go ahead and play. He's already played a supporter, so I don't know what he's going to get with this. Or why he's even using this now. Just going to set up with a Cynthia for next turn, I guess. Pass over to our turn. Okay, so that makes things interesting, for sure. So Marshadow-GX is probably still pretty good for us. We can Escape Board, plus put the energy so we can retreat it this turn. Don't want to put too many Marshadow in play. Why are there so many Malamar in our hand? Oh my gosh. We're getting Inkay. Yikes, guys. So we can retreat the Psychic Energy to the discard, but what do we send up? I guess Marshadow? Can't really recharge to Marshadow, though. I kind of wanted to retreat energy to the discard. I think we just need to pass, though, for now. Okay, he puts Devour Field out. So here comes a Cynthia. We knew he had that because of the Lele. And see, like, playing the Lele there was bad because what if I only get one Inkay out and he top deck Zoroark? Like, he has DCE. He could just chase my only Inkay with a Guzma, which would be really good for him. He plays Buzzwole-GX as well. Maybe we'll just put this here. Evolve. Stretcher. Back those two. Yeah, I want a Lillie from... I need to draw cards here, guys. Okay, so we got something going there. No energy in the discard still. If we could have drawn an energy for turn, that would have been ideal, I think. What do we want to put down? We don't want to put this down because it's weak to dark. We could go get another Inkay. We might need this for a Lele next turn, though. Still tough. I guess we'll just go ahead and put this down and pass again. No energy, no way to discard energy, and we're gonna have to go put Lele in play. Maybe we could have tried to play around Savali's GX attack. I wonder if Black Ray GX is gonna be any good. Maybe. It doesn't hit for weakness, right? So we can't copy with Marshadow. Isn't affected by weakness or resistance. Yeah, it would be maybe good if we could knock out like a Type Null or... Not a Type Null, a Savali or a Zoroark with it. Or if we could knock out a Buzzwole-GX by attacking with Necrozma, but not really going to be an option. So there's a Fighting Energy to the Buzzwole-GX. So I'm assuming his Zoroarks are mostly to draw, and the Savali is like the attacker. So you charge up Buzzwoles with Savali's attack. You also have the ability, of course. Looks like he's going to get Ultra Ball and Nest Ball. Can't use the Nest Ball, so might just literally Ultra Ball the Nest Ball away that he just got. Yeah. And a Fighting Energy. Gonna get a Zoroark GX to try to start drawing some cards. I guess using Moon's Eclipse GX with Marshadow is probably our best strategy this game. He's just going to Sledgehammer again. Acro Bike. So let's see if we can maybe find a supporter here. Okay, that's good. knock down another Inkay, I guess. So I really want to draw like Ultra Ball with a couple energies and a Dawn Wings. There's only one energy in this hand, though. I guess we'll grab Mimikyu. We can go ahead and retreat this energy off. Maybe here. Now we just need one more energy, guys. We have to, like, draw it, though. Let him knock out Deoxys. I'm fine with a Deoxys being knocked out. Tough start here. I guess we could have held the Friend Ball, because if he does knock this out, then we can go get Lele. That might have been better. We are down 3 Lilies and a Cynthia, so we only have 4 draw supporters left in the deck. We do have 2 Acro Bikes, though. And I would literally just be fine if we drew a Psychic Energy. Like, that would be totally fine. I guess if this Deoxys does get knocked out, we can always copy Psychic. So that's not bad. I'm kind of thinking he might not be able to get there, though, and get a knockout. We could also, this turn, Guzma the type Null, and it might be stuck for a couple turns to buy us some time. Unless he has his own Guzma. Guzma. Looks like he's just going to go ahead and target down Necrozma. But this can let us get a knockout if we can just draw an energy card. I also think I would have liked to have seen him attached to type Null as opposed to Buzzwole, because now I'm going to have an opening here where I can just Guzma this and try to sit for a turn. So being able to copy a GX attack here would be ideal, I think. Moon's Eclipse. Oh, that was such a good draw. Just what we needed. Yeah, we'll copy Moon's Eclipse GX, and then he won't be able to Sledgehammer this. 360 damage. Goodness. And there's a Cynthia off the prizes, nice, and a Stretcher. All pretty good things to draw here. It'd be nice if we had another Escape Board somewhere on the bench. We do have 2 left. But we could also make something happen with Guzma next turn. So he's going to send up Buzzwole. We are immune to all attacks with Marshadow. He can Guzma knock one of these things out with the Sledgehammer, which I think is probably his best bet this turn. And we can't knock this out with Dark Flash. It would have to be a Prismatic Burst. But we could Guzma knock this out with Dark Flash. Because Dark Flash, it's not affected by resistance, right? Yeah, but it is still affected by weakness. So here comes Friend Ball. Gonna fail it. Didn't have a fighting Pokemon he wanted to get, which is interesting. He's just gonna Cynthia. Does get down a Zorua trade here. I think he might... I don't know what he's really looking for. Blower can get rid of our Escape Board. That doesn't do too much. I guess it prevents us from being able to go Retreat plus Guzma, but it actually really doesn't because we can just go Retreat, Psychic Recharge, then Guzma. So it actually doesn't really do much for him. Which is what we're going to do here. We get a Psychic Energy on the top, which is great. So yeah, I think we're just going to go Guzma Dark Flash this, and attach here. So we'll attach, Retreat, Psychic Recharge, then put this in play. And then Guzma. Oh, we could put Mimikyu down to copy Knuckle Impact. He could still GX attack Marshadow though, and we've already GX'd, and anyways, Mimikyu can't copy GXs, so I think I'll just not do it for now. Could have also Prismatic Bursted to go ahead and just willingly discard the energies, if that makes sense. But now, if the Lele's in the deck, we should be able to go Mysterious Treasure for Lele for Guzma for the game. So he, I think, is kind of in a tough spot. What does he send up here? I think my opponent's deck is pretty interesting, actually. Savali's like always been a pretty cool card. It's just been like not quite good enough, I think. Maybe now's a good time for it though. There's a DCE Cynthia. So looks like he's gonna just attack with Buzzwole this turn. This is not like a winning strategy for my opponent, I don't think. And assuming the Guzma and the Lele are both in here, yeah, we can just win because we can Prismatic Burst either this or the Lele. Guzma. Bring up the Buzzwole. Even though it's not weak to Psychic, we do still hit for 190 exactly. And we will make sure we click the right button and Prismatic Burst. We actually could have Sledgehammered. We could have copycatted Sledgehammer and it would have knocked it out as well, which is kind of funny. But yeah, we'll get the win there. So there is Rukan Xiao's top 2 finalist Gas Can Malamar deck. I really like his list. We saw how consistent it really was these 2 games, even though my misplay in the first game cost it for us. I think you guys still got to see how good it is. So definitely leave a like down below if you enjoyed it. Shoutouts to Rukan on his finish. Great guy and very well-deserved runner-up spot. So thanks guys for watching, and I'm going to get out of here. Until next time, take care.